Hello, my name is Nathan. I'm your shopkeeper in the Gaslamp District of San Diego, and I'm here to share some information and highlight some key characteristics of a category of hat known as the flat cap. So let's take a look at some of the flat caps that we'll offer you here at Gorham Brothers, and starting with the Winnie, which is going to be a 6-panel duckbill, very streamlined and narrow, and you'll see, you can kind of see the 6 panels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, straight seams running all the way from center to edge. And as you notice when we put these on, this is a definitely a good summer essential, but depending on your climate, could be year-round. Very streamlined, straightforward, form-fitting on the top of the crown, out through the peak. Organic cottons. Once again, that softer, malleable brim, allowing it to be packable. Very similar to that 6-panel duckbill is going to be your halo ivy. Once again, looking back into those differences lying in the small tinkerings, the rounding of edges is what you're going to have here. Straight seam. You can see this is actually rounding. Allows for a little bit more of a panel on the top, thus calling it a halo ivy, where it's going to get its term. Still going to be pretty form-fitting, very comfortable for most people. However, a little bit more of a body on the front. You can see a little bit more of that panel. Still pretty form-fitting out the top and through the peak. Softer brim, malleable with the Gorham Originals, or if we get into more of our fall-winter options, in the gray flannel wool, we have what's called the liam. We call the liam. Still that halo ivy. You can see that rounder edge. Nice leather trim on the inside of the brim, which is going to really form and warm up to your head as you wear the hat and sort of make it your own. There's your new friend, the liam. Now we're going to step up into a broader body. Once again, with that halo ivy or the duckbill, you have the 6 panels. With the Gatsby, you have 8 panels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Allows a bit more body to the hat, a little bit more coverage. This one that we're going to try on is going to be called the Ward 7. This once again is from our Gorham Originals. You'll notice that bulkier feel, a little bit more body at the front and not so slender towards the end of the peak. The good thing about the Gatsby, with it being relatively oversized, is it sort of very much allows you to celebrate the fabric and materials if you get caught up in it. And believe me, the more you are around hats and the more hats you add to a collection, you really will start to seek out such quality tweeds as some of our Woolrich brand wools. And this one being the Sammy from our Ted's Cut and Sew line. Still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But then you also see small highlights such as the suede top button, the suede underbrim, smooth leather on the forefront of the forehead. Once again, helps it really warm up and feel comfortable to the head. Stays a little bit warmer during the winter too, as well. Still a little bit oversized. More body in the front. The Gatsby. A very traditional look of a flat cap is what we're going to have as the Ivy. No seams on the front, fully flat. Basically, the stitching will, as you're noticing, a lot of these is going to dictate how it's going to sit and fall onto the head for that cut, but you'll notice this more square right-angled pattern on the back with 3 additional seams in the back, which help that drop and hug the back of the head. And this one being a snap brim ivy. Low profile ivy, essentially sewn down. Take a snap brim, sew it down, you've got a low profile ivy. This one too being from our Ted's Cut and Sew line. Got a nice khaki herringbone wool, A+ fabric and material. Nice traditional look. You can imagine some of these being what originally came to the States and helped kick off the flat cap in America. Snap brim ivy, a little bit more room up here. Now as you'll notice with a ivy such as the hard eye, which is a low profile ivy from our Gorham Everyday collection, sewn down to the brim like we said, it's going to allow it to sit a lot more form-fitting at the front. These hug the head really nicely, especially in the back there. Pulled a little bit tighter here to the front, so it's definitely going to create a bit more of a pocket in the back. You still have that right angle seam there on the side. A nice feature of this one, however, and you'll find this in a few of our other flat caps and ivies, ear flap warmers. When the temperatures drop, nice herringbone on the interior. And then you got that extra added warmth. So sunrise to sunset, bike ride home, evening wine in the park, you can wear your flat cap anytime for work or play. Last but not least, we have the Tony Diamante, which is going to be a 3-panel ivy, straight seam, front to back, 1, 2, 3. It's very much going to have a deeper pocket in the head, still slims out towards the peak. This is actually made up of a wool polyester blend, otherwise known as a workwear fabric. And for some time, flat caps have been stereotyped as being a working man's hat. Undoubtedly, they're classless, and that's where their strengths lie. So I hope that you've been able to gather a bit of insight from this tutorial that we provided for you on the flat cap, and that it will make your selection for your next flat cap all the more easier.